Adam, what is going on, brother?
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How's the day been for you, brother?
Day has been good. It's been all over the place. Had a bunch of customer calls today, dealing with some stuff, but keeping myself busy with work. I typically get to the gym in the morning, but I just got back from the gym like 30 minutes ago because I couldn't get there this morning, and now I'm looking forward to eating dinner after this call.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely make it quick. What do you have today?
I have a wrap with 200 grams of chicken breasts, 4 pieces of turkey bacon, and some sugar-free barbecue sauce. So I'm excited.
That's sugar-free barbecue sauce. I can't live without it. So that's
Dude, Be
yeah,
Hughes is my guy with the
absolutely.
sugar-free barbecue
Yeah,
sauce. It's so good. It's delicious.
100%. Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, dude, I'm excited about this call, about your transformation. Me and Coach Carson talk about like, even from the first 2 months that you were in the program, we were like, dude, this is getting crazy. Now at this point, we've made a great transformation. Let me actually share my screen with you, show you off a little bit. That's absolutely freaking insane, bro. What we've achieved. How do you feel about this, man?
Dude, I am psyched. And when we were going back and forth in text the other day, right? It's like it's far succeeded what I thought was going to happen. I knew I was all in, and it definitely takes that type of person from a mindset approach. Like you got to be all in. But I didn't think the transformation would happen that quickly. I'm amazed at looking at myself in the mirror. I'm just amazed with my lifts. I'm stronger than I was left picture.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm cutting fat. I'm cutting weight all around. I feel incredible.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I was gonna say, man, this looks like more of a 25, 30 pound transformation. But since you've gained muscle as well, right, you're getting stronger overall. We were able to maintain that weight and make sure that, dude, like the abs are popping, veins on your delts are popping. Like that's absolutely crazy. Let's go back to way before. Like before we even made the transformation program, just, let's kind of just introduce yourself to people who are watching. What's your name? Where you're from? How old are you? A little bit about yourself, brother.
My name's Adam Obashan. I am from Massachusetts. Go Seas. I hope they close out the series tonight against the Mavericks. Been in Boston area my entire life. I'm from a small town, like 45 minutes outside the city. I am 28 years old. I am a busy sales professional on the road a lot with customers and clients, and I didn't think for a while that it was going to be possible for me to
Yeah.
kind of see these results that I saw given the hectic lifestyle that I had. I'm in the middle of planning for a wedding as well. We're getting married in September, so just
Yeah.
balancing a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on in life right now, so I didn't think I'd be able to balance everything. I know we were talked about these results at the beginning of the call. If you put your mind to it, and you have a good support group around you, and you are able to put all the pieces together like Aesthetic Dream has done for me, sky's the limit, man. So
Yeah,
sky's
absolutely,
the limit.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I kind of want to touch up on what you said too. It takes having the mindset of being all in, because I always say this. Two people can have the same exact program, the same from the same exact coach, same expertise and everything, but the person who's all in, right? That's the person who's actually made the incredible transformation, right? Where there's no looking back. All right, I'm in now. Let me go all in on this even more. For you, man, before you joined the coaching program, where were you at as for like body, mindset, discipline, energy levels, like things like that?
So I've always been an athlete, right? I grew up playing sports, played college sports. So I've been in the gym for a good majority of my life from sports. I've seen success in the gym before, kind of doing it on my own. And then as I've grown up, it's been a little bit harder to kind of make those balances. So where I was before was in this kind of constant cycle of during the week, it's like Monday through Thursday, things are clean, things are good. Maybe you see a 1 or 2 pound difference during the week. And then it's like that cycle of just going back to eating crap on the weekends
Yeah.
that I think a lot of people, fall into. But I was an experienced gym goer, knew how to lift. I've been, taught proper form, proper technique from coaches and stuff in the past. But it was that hump that I couldn't get over, right? And I was looking at myself in the mirror and just saying, hey, like this isn't you. This isn't who I want to be. We talk about it and just being vulnerable. That's where I reached out to you. I think it was probably around Christmas time, right after Christmas, that I reached out to you. I was like, hey, let me see, my macros, your free macros that you'll
Yeah.
send out. What's this look like? Tried to do it on my own just based off those, those macros that were provided.
Mm.
And still, like, I wasn't seeing the results. And then it was, probably a couple month hiatus that I took before reaching back out and saying, hey, listen, man, like, I need you guys. Like, I need the help. Energy levels were low. I wasn't getting proper sleep. Now, throughout the day, my energy levels are extremely high. Right. And when it's time to go to bed, like, I'm exhausted. Like, it's time to go to bed. I'm getting that good sleep in,
Mm.
that deep sleep that I need to obviously see results, because just sleep and recovery is just so important. But yeah, I was in a place, like I said, I didn't want and I needed change. With that change, I was going to need help. So,
Absolutely, man,
yeah.
absolutely. Because I know you talked about, not feeling the best. You're like, okay, you kind of look at yourself, you're like, okay, I was an athlete. I know these things, I've tried it on my own, but at the end of the day, you mentioned that, okay, like I need that accountability, right? So if I was to ask, like, what do you feel like for you was I guess, like the biggest challenge with your transformation journey before even joining the Aesthetic Dream Transformation Program, brother?
It was 100% the accountability aspect of it. I think with everything you do, you should have coaching involved. Like, even in my 9 to 5, my job, if I have CTAs and stuff that I need to complete and I need to finish, I want to show up and say, hey, I far exceeded, what we talked about me doing, whether it's for an internal reason, whether it's for a customer. You don't want to show up and say, I missed the mark. And I think it's easy to fall into a place with yourself where you're just playing this game with yourself, right? And it's easier to let yourself down than it is to let someone else
Yeah,
down, at least in my eyes.
100%.
So with that accountability aspect, right? I showed up to those check-ins that we have
Mm.
every Tuesday. It's like, I want to say, I was a 10 out of 10 on everything throughout the week. Like, this is how I showed up. This is the progress that we made.
Yeah.
And without having that check-in, the accountability, of course, the proper nutrition plan in place and the proper training plan in place, it wasn't going to happen. And that was the biggest thing for me, having someone there by my side to tell me, hey, you did this great, but also, listen, man, like, this needs a little bit of work. This needs some work. So that next week, just building upon that
Yeah.
day after day, week after week, showing up right to those check-ins, right, on a weekly basis. Like I said, I wanted to show, hey, I performed. Look at what I did. 100%, that was the biggest thing for me.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's funny when people say, "Hey, I don't need accountability. I'm already experienced," because this is what I do. This is what I love doing. Is coaching, right? I coach you guys, and I still have a coach. And the reason why I do that is because I understand that, no matter where you're at in life, if you're always trying to get to that next level, no matter what that next level is, you're gonna need help getting there. It's gonna be a lot faster and a lot smoother when you have somebody guiding you through there as well. And then with the check-ins as well, I know you mentioned that, you don't want to let anybody else down. It is a lot easier to do something when you're doing it for somebody else that, you actually care about and love. Like, for example, hey, I'm gonna make this transformation because of my family, right? Hey, I'm gonna make this
Yep.
transformation because I don't want to let my coach down. Because sometimes, we give ourselves that, oh, it's fine, it's fine, Adam. I
The
could
benefit of the doubt.
I could just have,
Yeah.
it's just the weekend, you already did good this week, so it's like nobody's gonna see. So sometimes we can have that decision making where, nobody else keeps you accountable, where you're a little bit easier on yourself. And so that being said, man, like now kind of going through a transformation program, dropping some knowledge on text yesterday. I love that, right? So if I was to ask you, bro, like what have you achieved now and how do you feel now? How's everything now, man?
Dude, I feel incredible, from not only just like physically, like my body, how I feel waking up every morning. That's been a big thing for me too. Like, I was snooze the alarm, hit the alarm, hit the alarm in the morning. Now it's like, I'm pumped. I'm ready to get up. I'm ready to have that pre-workout meal that I never thought I'd be eating at 4:45 in the morning. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because that's just the time that I go to the gym. But I'm pumped. I wake up to eat. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to hit my workout. But mentally, like, just like from a clarity standpoint, right? I'm so much sharper than I was. And it's due to all things that you get as a part of this program. I talked about, we say it, kind of quite frequently, the way you do one thing is the way that you're going to do
Yep.
everything else. So I've been able to bring the things that I've learned from this program and implementing them, into other aspects of my life. So feel great. I started the program at 218. I weighed myself this morning and I was like 199. So I'm down, call it 19 pounds, and just burning fat like crazy. Those pictures, obviously, that you can see, just shedding fat like crazy. Lifts are stronger in the gym. Confidence is through the roof. I am pumped.
Ready for that wedding, right? Exactly what we're
Yeah. Oh
talking
yeah.
about.
100%.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Yep.
absolutely, absolutely. Awesome, man. Well, dude, so for you, if I was to ask you, like, let's say, because, just like everybody else, when they're about to go through a major life change, they're usually on the fence. They have to make an investment in themselves, number one. Obviously, that's always there. Investment of time as well and energy, where it's like, okay, I actually have to go all in on this. People are kind of full of fear and maybe a little bit of doubt, maybe a little bit of nervousness when they have to make that decision. If you were to talk to somebody who's maybe like on the edge, thinking about it, hey, should I do this? Is this going to be worth it? Like, as for like, coaching and making that transformation for themselves, let's say that was your friend. Would you recommend your friend to go through a program, and why, brother?
Wholeheartedly. Yeah, absolutely. It's funny. I've already started having conversation. Like people see, the
Yeah,
different,
yeah,
like what you look like, and they're like, "What are you doing?" You know what I mean? Like, how'd you do this? And I've talked about Aesthetic Dream to countless people. I think really the thing with it though is, I understand now why I don't want to say so many calls, but there's, you want to make sure that you have the right person
yeah,
uh, that fits,
yeah,
right? Like this isn't give you a program, stick to it, and kind of, still do whatever else you want. You got to be in on
yeah.
yourself, right? You got to be in on yourself. You got to take the bet on yourself. You got to invest in yourself. But if you do, you're going to see crazy, crazy, crazy results. And I know for me personally, I would not have been able to get there without the help of you and Coach Carson and with the Aesthetic Dream, and just even from the others in the group, and the accountability with having that kind of driving force with everybody on a collective mission, it makes things 10 times easier from a support, from a nutrition, from a training, just like honestly, you can call it like life guidance in a way, right? You could take it as far to say that. Yes, I would 1000% recommend this program to anybody that is in on themselves and wants to see change, because it'll happen. I know that 1000% it's going to happen for sure.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it. I mean, dude, like the main thing is, kind of going back to what you were saying with like the calls and everything, when there's one bad apple, I talk about this in my story all the time. It spreads around like cancer, right? That's why, obviously, with every single one of you guys, we want to make sure that, okay, this is something that we're doing together, right? And obviously, through my content and me and Coach Carson, we try to lead by example. So you gave a lot of golden nuggets on here. So really, really appreciate it, man.
For sure.
What's the plan for you now, man? So what's next for you? Obviously, we got this wedding coming up. That was the first thing that we talked about, right?
Yep.
On our first call ever. So we're getting closer and closer. So this is June right now. So what are we like?
Yeah. 2.5 months out.
Months out. Okay. How you feeling?
Dude, I'm ready. I'm just ready for it to be here.
Yeah.
like her and I keep talking, and it's just like we just want the day to be here. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? There's so much built up anticipation, and there's obviously it's kind of grind time right now, and all those little things and that need to get done are getting done. But I'm ready for the day to be here. It's gonna be a weight, kind of off of our shoulders to be able to look at and just be like, hey, we did this. This is super exciting. So
Uh,
all exciting stuff, all good stuff from a me, like within the program standpoint. Like I know I'm excited to link up with Coach Carson next week and talk through maybe adding a few more calories to to the macros
yeah.
and maintaining this. I'm looking to maintain here through the next couple of months,
Mhm.
and then after the wedding, renew, and I want to go through a clean bulk
It's gonna be crazy.
and
I'll tell
see
you
what we
right
can
now.
build, because that's going to be insane. Like Coach
Yeah.
Carson and I keep talking about that. Like we'll go pretty crazy. I'd love to see like 10 to 15 pounds of muscle gain if we could do that, and then peel it back again and just keep going through the process. Like I said, man, this is a lifestyle now. This is completely. I don't want to ever feel the way that I did before again. Once you have it down, I don't want to say it's easy. It still takes hard work, but it is easy to stick to and stay to yourself, because, like I said, you just feel incredible 24/7 all
Yeah.
the time. So I want to feel that way, like I said, all the time moving
All the
forward.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Who
Absolutely.
doesn't, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, who doesn't? I'm excited to keep this thing rolling.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, dude, so appreciate it. This was an amazing call. Just like the calls that you've seen, before you even joined the program that kind of brought you into the aesthetic dream, right? You're going to be inspiring a lot of people to make that transformation for themselves. So really appreciate it, man. All right.
Sweet. Yeah, of course, man. Like I said the other day on WhatsApp, right? If this can inspire one person, like make a transformation, like I am so happy to help in any way that I can, just because, I know what it's done for me. There's a lot of opportunity out there for other people. Excited for whomever that is that this
Yeah.
inspires. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Well,
Cool.
Adam, this was great, bro. I appreciate it. And yeah, I will talk to you later, brother.
Appreciate you. Thanks for everything.